Give a round of applause for our host, DBug Buxton!
Hello, everyone! Yes, it's me. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. This is officially the first episode of me interviewing people I've worked with. I'm hoping you guys really like this type of thing. I just want to say, if you're here, please get your snacks and stuff. I'm going to be asking our guest a few couple of questions and see what we get. From there, we're going to see what happens. So hopefully everything is well. I hope you guys are all doing good, and welcome to the DBug Interview Show.
Starting. Hello, it's me, the big of the fish himself, the guy who created the best or possibly worst, depending on who you ask, show. Personally, I think it's okay.
And I'm glad that I was able to get some time with Big Fish today. He's a very nice guy. I talked to him beforehand. Very nice guy. I loved working with him during the animation thing. It was my fault for being the slightest bit late. But, of course, he decided to help me out. So, yeah. So, Big Fish, I have a few questions for you here. So, I got like 6 questions, and if you ever want to ask something back or anything, just tell me. So, with that, let's start off to the first question. What made you start making plush videos? What, inspired you to?
Money. So the first thing that inspired me to make plush videos was some of Luigi fans' videos, alongside with just a lot of different plush tubers like Luigi fan. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Five Nights at Frokies. Some other plush tubers like Travis Plush Productions.
I've heard of Travis and Froki, yeah.
I don't know what happened to Froki, that he's gone, but him and a Luigi fan, but definitely with the Plants vs. Zombies plush series, they were some of my biggest inspirations. And if you look through some of the old videos, you will find a few little hints or Easter eggs leaning towards those old videos. There is someone new. I don't know if you've ever heard of Chazington.
It sounds somewhat familiar. I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah, he's more of a commentary channel, but when he makes plush videos, they're incredibly funny. And recently I've been watching a few of them, and let's just say there are a few references and a few minor jokes that I kind of take from from his videos, but it's only because they're just so dumb and funny, and I just enjoy making.
Everybody loves the funny.
Everyone loves funny.
Alright, so now on to the second question. What advice would you give to people watching for those who want to start a plush tubing channel?
Okay, that's a really good question. So, first advice, whatever you do when you start making a plush channel or a plush video and making an actual video, the first thing you should always do, depends on what type of person you are, if you're good at improv or not, always write a script. Because if you don't write a script for like the first video, because when I made plush videos, some of them never had scripts and some of them came out either good or very crappy, mainly because I never had a very consistent story. So before you do anything with the plush channel, always make sure to have a very consistent story that works, a story that can lead up to the end and can always make sense. Although random can be funny, random can be a little spontaneous and a little too much sometimes. It can make you feel like, oh my god, there's just too much going on, and can make the viewer either confused or just completely uninterested.
That's fair. I'm pretty sure SML runs without a script from what I know. They just go with the idea and they just start pumping out stuff. And usually their videos turn out well because, Jeffy is chaotic. Besides that, I do agree with that. Needing a script to kind of know where things go or what happens for the events. I can't not work with a script.
Yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, because there are people who can work with scripts, specific things, and there are people who like improv, like me. When you're doing improv with a very long story, that's when things get messy. Because with improv, you're just thinking of things along the way, which with one of my series, the Powers That Be, Plants vs. Zombie series, it's so fricked up with the storyline. I've tried to cancel it at least 2 times now. I've the series going on because there's 1 episode left that should be out anytime soon, but I think the final episode makes it all connect together. Because with improv, you could always mess up along the way. Like a piece of lore doesn't make sense, or a character arrived and you didn't really get too much in depth into it. So it's better to work with scripts, but if you're good with improv, and it will be good.
I see. Now, on to question 3. Did you expect Amazing Poop Circus to kick off as well as it did?
No, I actually had no idea it was gonna do that good, because for starters, I was still at 700 subscribers the moment I was gonna release it, and the moment it came out, I immediately thought to myself, like, oh, this should be like a simple plush series. If it gets 100 views, then I'll just continue the show. But I never in my freaking life would ever think that the series would do this good and like be one of the highest shows on my channel. And believe that, it's kind of surreal. It's a bit surprising.
It was like when I first saw episode 1, I was astounded. It was like the randomness was insane. The props were very realistic, and it was so much. My brain felt so like, what's that word?
Like dopamine or something.
Yes, something like that. I don't know, but that's funny.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that episode 1 always, like, whenever I get reminded of it, I cringe a little bit. But it's not too much of a worrisome problem. It's just that episode 1 is so stupid and so dumb. It's just a joke by itself, and to think that video would ever do good, especially on YouTube, so surprising. It's so surreal. It makes no sense, but at the same time, life makes no sense. Get used to it.
Everything hits you at random. You never expect what's gonna happen. So yeah, what was your favorite series to work on?
Okay, so I'm gonna rank from my most favorite, my least favorite, and I'm gonna sprinkle 1 Wallace and Gromit crumb after my ranking. My first favorite show that I'm working on right now, and I still am working on, is I know like half of the fans that are watching this, my fans, I know none of them are ever gonna know what the show is. The Mr. Tumblr series. It's one of my favorites to write, and it's very unique with everything, because it's kind of taking what I used to learn from Digital Circus, kind of use into that one with the animated faces and everything, and the change. Because I learned the Digital Circus method from Mr. Tumblr with the different faces. If you've ever seen episode 1, he has these different emotions and faces, and sometimes they are animated, and that's like the inspiration I kind of took and took it to Digital Circus.
On episode 3,
but I know only 1 episode is out, and it is gonna get a remaster, kind of become its own thing, and get rid of the fish. The fish will be replaced with a new design fish. Bit of a spoiler, but until then, it is still nothing yet. But the series is hopefully going to come out. The exact release date for this year is set to be November, somewhere around November, and I believe in December we might be getting something a very big, leaning towards Mr. Tumblr. But Mr. Tumblr was one of my first big favorite shows to work on, because I thought it would do good, and it did do pretty good in the end. But I wish it did a little bit better, and hopefully once it does come out and it does do all of its glorious things and actually has the time to shine, and Poop Circus isn't taking all of the food off the table, I think it can take whatever crumbs is left, whatever crumbs of the fans are left, and could maybe become a popular show. Because I'm just gonna say it here, there has been 3 seasons written about the show, and hope if season 1 does good, because it's a 7-part series each season, but if it does good, I will continue it and expand his work.
That's good. That's cool. I like that.
Sorry. My second favorite show I think I've worked on was also probably, I'd say Ohio Tales. It was a team project with me as the writer and as the the one who created all the characters and the setting and everything was a guy who goes by the name of N3R guy. I believe I'm saying his name right, hopefully. But me and him, we worked a little bit together with the series. Sorry, my dog might be barking, but we worked together in the series a little bit, but now the series is kind of not really going anywhere. I'm still working on it as we speak, but Poop Circus is also taking up most of my time. So until I get the train kicking back up again, Ohio Tales is still set to release hopefully this year. If not, then next year, the start of next year when I'm Poop Circus free. But until then, I don't really know. And the last third favorite show that I made, it's gonna be a little weird, but it's a kind of a tie between the Wallace and Gromit. I think Wallace and Gromit is my honorable mention, but I really, really like the Steve and Friends series. Steve and Friends series is a new series that I started where Minecraft Steve and I'm Steve, Mickey Mouse, and all those other copyright characters. You can make it make sense as long as you can make it make sense. It's another plush series. It does almost as good as every Poop Circus video. I've made like 3 videos of Steve and Friends, but I haven't edited them yet and uploaded them. But until then, it only is sitting at 3 episodes right now, but the series will continue more. And it is leaning toward, it is going to get there. A bit of a storyline that it's following. And once it gets there, just wait.
Now on to question number 5. This one was actually a question that I really want to ask as well. Working on full-on redesigns of the amazing Poop Circus characters. Which one was like your hardest one to work on? If you could have done something different with them, would you go like back and maybe like rechange them a few?
It's a really good question about the Poop Circus characters that I will answer right now. The hardest one to probably make was definitely Ragatha. It took me about up to 6 days to make that one character. The first day I was making it, I ran out of her color and I didn't have enough, so I bought more and then I redid everything. It all came down like after the 3rd day of making Ragatha's body look perfect because I had to make the character very special for some special things because her dress is changeable, so you can definitely change it. Nothing weird, something cool.
Nothing weird, I swear, but something cool, I promise.
The dress is removable. And another thing was that ding dang hair. That hair on her head is such a pain in the butt because I had to put each individual one into her head. And then as soon as I started getting to like the end, I was like, screw it. I'll just start hot gluing them. And you can barely see the hot glue, but it was the top ones on the top of her head that were such a pain in the butt to do. Not to mention, I bought the wrong buttons, so she would have a giant light blue button. So I had to go back to Walmart, buy the right pack of buttons, just to have one dark blue.
And now you just have a bunch of buttons.
Literally, I could make like 50 Ragathas if I wanted to, but no.
I'd rather not. We'll see what happens along the road.
Hopefully the plush doesn't get destroyed. The second hardest was definitely Zubul, on the other hand. Zubul was terrible because midway when I was making it, as soon as the body was completely done, I'm going to tell you something shocking. The metal that's inside of her neck that connects to the big cardboard box head, it literally dislocated from her head, making her head like wobbly and everything, and she couldn't support herself anymore. She was top heavy now. And it sucked. So I had to literally cut inside of her neck, add like a crap ton of more wire just to make her strong. And I think she's more wire than stuffed animal at this point.
Just has a bunch of wires in there.
It's such a nightmare. As soon as it happened, I was like crying. I was like, no, you can't. It's like 5 a.m. Please stop.
Pull through.
I just need to pull through. Please, I can't.
Here's question number 6. Is there anything you could tell us that will be coming up soon for the amazing digital circus show?
I can share a little cheddar about episode 5. I have the script actually right here in my hands.
You're getting it here, folks. Yeah. You're gonna see early access to some of the script.
Oh, there's the whole episode. No, don't look. Oh. I think, and I will say this about this episode, it is without a doubt, I think up there with my 3 favorites, like my 3 favorite episodes. This one's just so good.
I'm excited to see this one.
Oh, this one's good. I will shed a little bit of cheddar on this one. So I'm just gonna. I showed this in the community post, but I will say it. I will say it again because I think a few people forgot. This is how episode 5 of the Amazing Poop Circus starts. The episode starts off with the circus members in suits having a funeral for murder drones as the open casket with N inside of it gets picked up by 2 wooden men.
Ooh, N.
That's a little when I wrote that was way back in and that's when murder drones I believe just ended. So I decided as a little cheeky, I would put N, like a bootleg N plush in a casket with crossed eyes. Yeah, I just.
Is there anything else you would like to share?
But I will acknowledge this. So after Jax gets off his first shift, in the restaurant, when he's done working for Orbsman, let's just say he encounters a little person, a little special person that people have been asking, is he gonna have a little bit more of a big importance? I'm not gonna say too much about his role, but. And I'm not going to say who he is, of course, but I will definitely say what happened in episode 2 of Poop Circus, we'll finally get to see the effects of that in episode 5. I definitely decided to make episode 5 kind of lean into more of different things and more of different characters' aspects, because there were 2 versions of episode 5 script. For the first one, it would have been a little bit different. It would have been a bit. I know it's Jax's episode, but it would have been a bit too focused on him, so we wouldn't see too much of other characters. And I felt like Jax is usually used as the pun character, and we see a bit too much of his character already, because I think he's just used as the comedy gold character. So what I did was I kind of made it an even situation. So the second script has definitely a lot more stuff that wasn't there before, and luckily I didn't send out any of the lines yet, so we don't need to do any more reshooting for the lines, so we're good on that.
Let's go. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a side question. So for the people that probably haven't watched episode 4 by now, which I'd be so surprised, click off for a bit, or if you want, click off, go watch the episode real quick, or you could skip to this timestamp I'm gonna put right here. Go watch that or skip over it, that way we don't spoil anything. But I do want to ask, will Fat Jax ever have a return back to the Amazing Poop Circus?
That's a good question that I think everyone has been asking me after episode 4. And you know what? The curiosity always tends to kill a few cats, but I'll definitely acknowledge this one thing. So, the death of Fat Jax. Let's see. Will he return in the series? I'm not too sure about it. Maybe I could be cheeky. Never. I do have one clear thought though. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm just trying to throw people off at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have a weird sound, but will Fat Jax return? I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to say. But there are a few people wondering, Noah, if Kane said at the start of the episode, "Oh, if you have a piece of the character, then you can bring them back." And people are like, "Wait, they still have Fat Jax's hand. Doesn't that mean Kane can bring him back?" And I always say this one thing, because I never share too much. And I always say this one thing every time. What if Kane doesn't want to?
Oh. If you want to throw anything out there before this final question, what would you like to say to the people?
I would like to tell everyone one little Easter egg that I don't think everyone has kind of noticed. I hope for. In the scene where we see the circus members, they all finally group together. They all finally group together after that big fiasco of running around in the Deadeye Gulch town. After that happens, Kinger is like, "We need to find Delilah because she'll bring us back to the castle." I don't think nobody was paying attention to what Gooby was holding. I'm gonna ask you this before I reveal it to you. Debug. Did you happen to notice whatever she was holding in her hand?
The only thing I've really paid attention to her holding was the drink from when she came back out and the gun.
I wonder what was on that drink.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's a very small and subtle detail that no one can really catch, but I knew I had to do it for episode 5. And this just kind of just like freaking what the Star Wars treatment. Oh, this one character gloop de glop de glop is gonna show up in the sequel.
We got through all questions. Now we're gonna do this final one. What do you wish to accomplish in the YouTube community? What do you wish to leave behind to the people?
Now that is an extremely good and very deep question that I would love to answer. All right. So one thing I would love to leave for if anything were to happen to me, I'm not saying something will. I'm a completely healthy person.
Lord forbid.
But I will Lord forbid anything happens to me. Lord forbid. But I might have did that wrong. But I want to leave behind, like as soon as if I retire or something, I get old and fat. But one thing I'd love to leave behind in the YouTube community is just how many laughs I could have gotten out of so many people, the good times I had, and how with all the great people I had to work with. I hope people get to know how much fun I want people to know how if they had fun, I also had fun. I want them to know that I was somewhat good at writing, making plushies, making comedy skits and everything. And I'm not retiring anytime soon, but the mark I want to leave on YouTube is I just want to be known. I don't want to be famous or anything. I just want people to know that I'm doing this for fun, but I'm also doing it to spread my art to the world. And if you people like it, then that's lovely. I'm glad you people love my art because it's always been. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. What the heck? It's always been a dream of mine to spread my art out to the world, and always wanted to, show everyone what I've always been capable of. And it's really a dream coming true. And I thank God every day that one, I have 2 hands that work, a brain that is smart, and the power to make actual good videos. And I'm glad I can make content that people enjoy, people love. I love the beautiful fan art people make. I love just everything that everyone has done for me. And oh my god, I'm trying my hardest not to cry. But I love everyone so much. I get to work with great people like you. I get to work with great people like freaking Luigi fan. I haven't even announced that yet. Oh my god, I get to work with them.
Oh my god.
I kind of out of nowhere, but it's the fact that I love doing this, and the fact that I'm only doing this just not to entertain other people, but to entertain myself is lovely. And it's always just such a dream come true. The fact that I make people happy, and they love what I'm doing, and I love what I'm doing, and it's truly a spectacle to be. And hopefully, maybe one day I'll get a documentary when I'm like 50 years old. Who knows? But until then, I'm happy and I'm grateful for everything that has happened in my life. I'm happy for everything that I've done, and I'm glad people enjoy what I do. And it really makes me happy that just some weird, like 5'5" short guy on YouTube making goofy plush videos that do surprisingly pretty well and people love. It's just truly a blessing in disguise, and honestly, it makes me very happy.
See, everyone, after that speech that he's given, you have to go subscribe. He's not here for the money. He's not here for just to be an online bully or anything. He's here to actually entertain, as he also entertains himself while working. The money's good too. It's a good little thing, but it's like, I'd like my few little bucks, but it's a good little prize at the end.
Good little prize. It's like a reward. I'm joking though.
But at the end, I'm pretty sure most content creators, when it comes to plush tubing, really do like to put effort in their videos because
Yeah.
they just simply like sharing what they're into. And Big Fish is one of the best examples on the internet platform.
Stop. You're gonna make me tomato red.
You're blushing, you're blushing.
But I've had so much fun for the past 4 years on this very interesting platform. Really am grateful that everything that I've gotten out of it. And you know what? Here's to another like 5 more years. Cheers to another 100 more years. Hopefully I get to live for another. Hopefully I'm like a turtle and I get to live for like 100 years. If so, that'd be nuts. That'd be crazy. No, like as soon as 100 years pass by, episode 6 is only gonna be out. I'm joking. But imagine though, I'm still making digital circus at like 100 years old. Like, hey, Pomni, you having fun yet?
Pomni.
I still haven't found an exit yet.
I need to get out of here, please. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in. As the last little piece for this video, I am gonna play the clip I was able to work on with Big Fish himself. Oh, who's that little fella that you got there? Oh, here's a little thing for you guys.
Who's this little fella? Who's this little fella right here? Oh no! Oh no! Ah!
Oh, we got a few things here for you guys.
A few critters right here. We got a few little creatures. Yeah.
That one turned out really well.
People are still wondering. Yeah, people are still wondering where this movie is.
It's never coming out. Sorry, guys.
It's never coming out.
All right, so we're gonna cut things off here. Everybody, thank you. Say thank you to Big Fish for coming into the interview. For those who are new to my channel, I'm a small little guy just trying to do his best out here, working as hard as I can.
A message to all of my fans. Hey, you should go subscribe to DBug. You know, he's a chill guy. He's really good. No, I'm just kidding. He's amazing. Go subscribe to him. If you're not subscribing, if you're not watching the DBug Super Show, you're gonna turn into a Goomba.
But for those who are just clicking the video because of a thumbnail or there's a cute little animated guy talking, go subscribe to Big Fish. Hilarious guy. Honestly, 100%. I'm being so honest. And
but first, subscribe to him. Subscribe to him first.
No, Big Fish first. Big Fish first.
No, you first. You go. Do it first. Do. Subscribe to him.
I will find you. All right, everyone. So we're gonna end off this with the little clip I've animated for episode 4, and with that, it's a end. So thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you, Big Fish, for coming on to the show. I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure. I enjoyed every second of this. It was truly a great time to actually sit here and talk with you. Glad I got to spend what little of my time I had. I mean, I truly enjoyed talking to you.
I enjoyed talking to you too. Remember, you could always pass by, say hi. I don't know if we're gonna do the little idea that we have for April. We'll see what happens. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is DBug and Big Fish, and we are going to tune out.
Diarrhea's coming back, my friends are all under attack. It's not so great, I must agree. Will someone please come save us, please? This adventure was kind of fun, but now it's turning out quite dumb. I really hope we do not die, cause then they'll make me really cry. I wish we weren't stuck inside a room that's with a monkey with a gun. Shh! No one make a sound! Why are you doing this? Good question. You know what? I'll allow it. Look, I'm not that evil. No, I'm not a bad person. Sure, I killed one guy. Well, I killed tons of people. They deserved it. And it doesn't mean I can't tell you how I feel about how you all get to be real. I'm sure that you will agree. Would you like to hear my master plan? Okay, could you answer faster? Cause I asked you, would you like to hear my master plan?
This is stupid.
Yes. Right. Okay, that's more like it. I'm so glad that you asked.
Okay, so I'm a part of the Amazing Digital Circus crew, but at the same time, I'm not.
Wait, you?
Yeah, look, I know, alright? I'm a rogue AI that was made by Kate, and suddenly I became much more smarter than him. But look, one day, me and Idiot became sentient over here, and we decided we wanted to be a part of your shitty little crew, because it looked like it was a lot of fun. So, me and her, we were deciding what better way to join you guys' crew than to kill all of you guys.
So I decided the best way that I can go forward with this operation is to kill all of you, then replace you with AI, so that way I can put myself in there, so that way all of you guys will never tell Kane that I'm an AI, and it'll work. I can say that forever.
Wait, you're gonna kill all of us?
Yeah, surprise.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, I'm very sorry for all of you guys. You know, I was weighing the options, seeing what I'd do, but I decided, nah, I'm just gonna have more fun killing all of you.
It's the smartest plan I ever had in my entire life.
Oh, it's been a dream of mine to be a part of the circus. It's always been a dream of mine. I always wanted to be a part of your stupid little adventures. It's gonna be so worth it.
So after dabbling into a little bit of AI and coding and trying to figure out how AI works, I finally hatched a plan where I replace all of you guys with AI, so that way you'll never suspect a thing and Kane will let me stay at the circus forever.
What? Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it does make sense. You just have a pea-sized brain. Look.
Hi, DBug editor. I was wondering if.
Hey, what's up?
If you could play the, you know, that little the little theme. That little goofy theme.
The outro PNG. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one. All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. I'm gonna go grab something. I'll see you later.